So today I'll be doing a get ready with me again. Today's look is more of like a pink blush glittery makeup. I actually did it once before, but I cannot really remember what eyeshadow I used. So today I'm going to just be doing sort of like the similar look that I've done using different products. Today my skin is not really the best, so I'll be starting off with this Innisfree 3-minute green tea skin pack. Sort of like this. It looks like some cotton pads. I'll usually place it on my cheeks, but because of my nose have been scabbing so much, I'm gonna just apply it on my nose. How do I apply it? My skin has been flaking so much because I fell sick, and I got a pimple here as well. It's scabbing also, and you can see the mark. So I'm just gonna like mask it first. Just gonna place it here for about 3 minutes. Rubbing the excess moisturizer in. I'm gonna start priming my face. Okay, today's primer is Guerlain Meteorites base. I still have no idea how to pronounce this. I always thought it's pronounced as Guerlain, and then after that I met a French person recently and he told me it's something like Guerlain. Can't really remember what it is. This primer sort of has like a shimmery base to it. So I'm just gonna apply it to have a slight glowing base to work with. Anyway, I have a lot of bumps today, as you can tell. Skin is super sensitive to a lot of things. Anyway, the glow to this primer is not super obvious on the skin, but it does give you a slight brightening effect. So I'm done with the primer. I'm gonna be moving on to the base makeup, and today I'll be using the MAC Lightful C foundation. This is a foundation instead of a BB cream in a cushion compact form, so the coverage is higher definitely, and I need higher coverage today because I have marks and I have bumps all over my face. It's horrible. I'll be using this sponge. I got it from Japan. It's this Rosy makeup sponge. So it grows after you dampen it, and it's really small, by the way. I didn't expect it to be this small. This is after dampening. So my nose area has been like cracked for a few days now. It's not even just flicking, it was like cracking up. What? So there were like open wounds all over my face because it's so dry. I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer for my under eye. Gonna dot it under my eye. Blend it out. So as usual, I need more coverage because I have my freckles to cover up. I'm gonna use my favorite concealer, the Saem, to cover up my freckles, my under eye bags, around the nose, my chin, the pimple. And if you haven't watched my previous Get Ready With Me makeup, this is my favorite brush to blend out my concealer. Over 6 from MAC. It's very dense, so it doesn't take away the product like a sponge do. Tap it until it's all blended out. Okay, so I'm done with my concealer, and my base today is slightly dewier than usual, and I like to let it set for a while before I powder it, because if you powder it straight away when your makeup is super dewy or oily looking like this, it's gonna create some dark patches, so that's not what I want. I'm ready to powder my face. I'm gonna be using the Studio Waterweight MAC powder. And I'll be powdering my concealed area. Just gonna use the brighter area. Set the concealed area. Set it. I always get creases around my smile line. Not sure if it's because I smile too much. I always try to set it at this area, else it will just have this too disgusting foundation line. As for the rest of my face, I will powder it using a brush. And the reason why I like to separate it like that is because when I use a sponge to conceal the area, it will actually be very matte and cakey, and I don't want it to be on my entire face. So I try to use a brush to powder the rest of my face, and at the same time dust off some excess powder around the concealed area. So I'm gonna be using a huge fluffy kabuki brush. This is from Elizabeth Arden, and with my favorite Guerlain powder. This is the Meteorites in Clear Light. swirl it around, tap off excess, and powder it. It's so big that it's almost the size of my entire face. So today I want to go for a more powdery and natural eyebrow look, so I'll be using the XL eyebrow pencil. Just gonna fill up my eyebrows in a slightly straighter way. Yeah. So just a tip, when you want to fill in your eyebrows and make it look slightly straighter than usual, try not to change the shape of your eyebrows too much, but lift it up slightly here because your eyebrow goes this way. And if you want straighter eyebrows, you sort of just fill up a little bit straighter this way. And the end, try not to change the shape at the end. So today's slightly thicker and straighter eyebrow look, and this is my natural brow shape. So once you're done, just blend out your eyebrows. So next I'll be powdering my eyebrow using this Canmake Mix Eyebrow, sort of like the kit one I always use. Just gonna be using what they have inside, the lighter shade, blend out the entire brow. So this actually helps to set your eyebrows and make it look a lot more powdery and natural looking. Now I'm gonna be contouring my nose using the same eyebrow powder, the two lighter shade as well. Okay, now on to the important part, which is the eyes. First, we'll be using a cream eyeshadow from XL, pinkish cream eyeshadow base on my entire lid. Pink doesn't show up that obviously, it's just a very subtle natural pink shade. So next I'll be using a powder eyeshadow to set the base of the eyeshadow. Usually cream eyeshadow will cause this crease on our eyes, so I just like to set it with powder just in case. And I'll be using the Laneige 09 eyeshadow brush. And today I'll be using this eyeshadow palette from Laneige. It's their Ideal Shadow Quad in number 7 Rosebay Garden. I'll be using the lightest shade here as the base. Just apply it on the entire eyelid where you applied the eyeshadow base. Next I'll be using a eye blending, sort of like an eye contour brush. This is from Etude House. I'll be using this pink shade on the outer corner of my eye. Outer corner of the lower lid as well. Just a very subtle pink look because you don't want to overdo it and you don't want to blend it too outwards because it's going to look like your eyes is super swollen. This is why pink is very scary to work with. Using a smaller contour brush, this is from Makeup Forever, the middle shade of the eyebrow powder we used just now. And applying it here very gently so that it creates this depth on the eye. Very subtle difference, but at least it's not super bright pink in your eye, so when you take pictures it's not going to look like it's swollen. So next I'll be using this Laneige number 12 eyeshadow brush. It's a very small tip eyeshadow brush, and I'll be doing a very important step, which is to highlight the inner corner of my eye. Eyeshadow called Blank Moscato from Etude House. So you do this and then you apply it on your aegyo sour and the inner corner of your eye. So next, I wanted more glitter on my eyes, so I'm just gonna be using this Dollywink cream eyeshadow in gold glitter and just dab it on the center of my eyelid for some glitter effect. Okay, I'm done with my eyes, and today I think I've decided to go for a normal wing eyeliner look. So I'll just be using my favorite liquid eyeliner as of now. It's the Mote Liner Brown. This is my ultimate favorite eyeliner as of now. Okay, first of all, right, this eyeliner looks like it's super hard to grip, but surprisingly, it's so easy to grip. And the tip of the eyeliner is so fine. It's like the whole angle and the whole design of this eyeliner is just amazing. Just look at how easy it is. Okay, next I'll be curling my eyelashes. I'm using this Muji eyelash curler. It's really nice to use and very portable. Unfortunate incident, I accidentally overcut my lashes. Next, I'll be using this Make Long and Curl Mascara in Super Waterproof. The one that I usually use is Advanced Filmed, but when I was in Japan, I actually bought this Super Waterproof one by accident. They kind of work the same, but I prefer the Advanced Film because it's less clumpy than the Super Waterproof version. Okay, my eyelashes look spidery now because I overcut my lashes. I would say this is a very real get ready with me because things like this always happen when I do my makeup, but I still do it. I still get it done. Sometimes when I make makeup tutorials and I read all of your comments, and there are some comments telling me that my makeup look is always the same, but I have to tell you something very unfortunate. That's because I have tapered eyelid. Tapered eyelid meaning that my double eyelid fold comes from here instead of like parallel eyelid which cuts from here. And people with parallel eyelid can create a lot more versatile looks, a lot more looks that look really different on screen. But for people with tapered eyelid like me, we are very restricted when it comes to eyeshadow looks because number one, the eyeshadow will always be covered up because our tapered eyelid goes this way. So it covers up all the eyeshadow. Even if I try out different looks like very smoky, sultry looks, which I've done a lot on my channel as well, you can check it out, they won't look as different on my eyes because of my tapered eyelid. And I saw some of you commenting in defense of me that it's because of my eye type, so you girls are smart. But I still try my best to create more different looks so that you have something different to see. Okay, so I'm done with my eyes. I don't think you can really see the pink anymore because of my stupid choice of my wing eyeliner, but it's fine. Okay, my blush choice of the day is MAC Love Token Long Life and Happiness. Ta-da! Blush brush. I'm just gonna mix the two of them. And just apply it on the apples of your cheeks because I'm going for an innocent look today. That's the concept. Okay, next is highlighter time. I'm using this NYX Born to Glow palette and I'll be using this pinkish shimmery shade with my fan brush from NYX as well. Just dusting it on my gosh, on my cheekbone, up to my brow bone. Now you do. Okay, I'll be contouring my face now. I'll be using Hoola Lite and my Hoola bronzing brush. Just a little here, bring it down. Okay, so for my lips, I'll be using this new Laneige Stained Glass Stick. Okay, this is in number 9 Carnelian Rose. Since I've said that it's like a pink blush look, which ended up not like so, I'm just gonna be using a reddish lipstick because I don't really like pink on my lips. But let's just work with this and then we'll dab it off and see if it works for my makeup. It's so bright! Gosh! Okay, so I'm done with my makeup look. This is the final look of my so-called pink blush makeup, which turns out to be not pink blush makeup, but more like my everyday makeup look. This is how get ready with me is, right? Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video as always. I hope you like it and I'm in a rush. I am late and I'll see you all really soon. Bye bye!